Hello, everyone, and first of all, thank you all very much for your participation in the Global Demo Day today for the French Pavilion. I am Wayne from Business France, from the Taiwan office of Business France here, and I'm very happy to open this session today. As you can see, this year is the 10th year of InnoVEX, and it is also nearly the 10th year of the French presence here at this very important tech show in Asia. So of course, this year, once again, in the French Pavilion, we have a lot of different innovative companies proposing interesting solutions for you to discover, explore, and to see the different applications of them also. So before we get into the different companies of the French Pavilion, I would like to invite Ms. Pauline Naudin, so one of the project managers from our office in Paris, to first talk about who we are, Business France, and what is the French Tech. So let's welcome Pauline.
Merci. Hello, everyone. Really happy to be here. It's my first time in Taiwan and also my first time at the COMPUTEX InnoVEX. So I'm really glad to be part of this big event that, as Wayne said, we are here for 10 years. So it's really important to stay and keep the French presence here. Just to go quickly off, what is Business France? So it's the French agency helped by the government that wants to and supports French companies that want to expand their market abroad. So it could be in Asia, for example, here, but also in other markets, such as the American market, the European one. So we support these companies through different options. One of them is the French Pavilion, where they get more visibility than being on the show alone. And the goal is to mobilize our local ecosystem, thanks to our colleagues based, for example, here in Taipei. And it's like create synergies between our French companies and the ecosystem. And so Business France covers many sectors, but on my side, I'm specialized on the IoT and hardware sectors. So we organize the French Pavilion here, but also in Tokyo at the Sushi Tech event that happened a few weeks ago, and also the CES Las Vegas in January. So if you go to those events, it will be my pleasure to see you there. So, in overall, we have more than 100 French pavilions all around the world. So, just come to see us to some of them. And we also work with La French Tech. That is the French Tech mission that is recognized all around the world. So it's also like a brand to ease and to promote the French ecosystem and all the startups that want to shine outside of France, but also in France. So if you see this roster, then Business France is not that far, and we work closely together so our companies can get the need, the support and all the keys for success abroad. So thank you for your attention, and come by our booth, and will be my pleasure to talk with you. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Pauline, for the introduction for Business France, or of course also telling everyone what La French Tech is about. So now let's of course dig a little bit more into what we have to offer in the French Pavilion this year. So as you can see, we have 5 exhibitors this year, and also we have Dassault Systèmes supporting the French Pavilion this year. Thanks to them very much, so that we can have a great pavilion and great exhibition. And what I want to mention first of all is that these companies, they're not their first time here at COMPUTEX in InnoVEX. They've already been here. Most of them have already been here last year, 2 years ago, and I think that really showcases the commitment of these companies of working on the Taiwanese market and also connecting with different players all over Asia, since we're really at one of the major, maybe the most important tech shows in Asia. So that is really something that I would like to highlight. And today we don't have enough time to really have all of the companies present. So before we let, of course, some of our featured exhibitors come on stage to really present to you in detail what they're doing, I would still like to do a very brief overview of some companies that are in the pavilion so that you can see that what France has to offer in terms of technologies and innovations. So first of all, we have AMI. So AMI is a company that is really specialized in the technology that will be able to detect the position of a magnet in a 3D space to a sub-millimeter precision. It is a technology that is derived from CEA Leti, which is a top-notch research institute in France, and that's where they get their technology from. And what is really interesting is with this technology, they will be able to embed the magnets into different devices without electronics and to still be able to assure the interactivity between the devices and all the different types of peripherals. So we can say that what they're working on is AI, but not artificial intelligence. They're working on augmented interactivity, so really ensure the different connections of the users and the devices through their special magnet detection technology. So they have the expertise in embedded systems and the algorithms behind it, and with the system, with the technology, they will be able to really create unique user experiences. So here you can see already some of the use cases that they're displaying also in the French Pavilion, including dry erase whiteboards, including displays, including interactive mats for hybrid working. So they're really trying to reimagine the future of work through their technology. And as you can see on the slide, they have more than 130 international patents protecting their technology. So be sure really to check them out with their different demos. Another company in the French Pavilion is Iten. So they're specialized in micro batteries. And what's more important is that they are eco-friendly micro batteries because they are solid state. And what's more important is that they are sustainable because there's no cobalt, there's no heavy solvents in the batteries. But even with that, they could still maintain a very high performance, high power density, high power delivery. So their batteries are really tailor-made for different solutions requiring these power demands, such as putting the batteries in asset tracking devices, in smart home devices, for IoT beacons, be used in different types of sectors, such as agriculture, consumer products, medical, because of the eco-friendly, the non-toxic characteristics of their micro batteries. We can really safely use these batteries and really also profit from the long lifespan of these batteries. So really interesting products to be well connected, of course, with all the IoT, OEM, ODMs, the device makers in Taiwan. So really be sure to check them out in their pavilion. And I do believe that they also have a new product they're launched that is displayed here this time in the pavilion for the wellness sector, working with another company. So be sure to really check them out. Now we're talking a little bit more about music, which is another subject. So we have le son. Well, le son in French actually means the sound, which is a very good new brand, I would say, a new spin-off from Music Unit, composed of musicians and the sound engineers in Paris. And what they're proposing is that they have this new audio format, we'll say, called deep stereo, which allows for an immersive listening experience. And what's more important is that it's compatible with all types of monitoring devices, headset, speakers, soundbars. So their idea is really to make 3D audio, so binaural audio, but for the 3D soundscape, really everywhere, I would say, in different solutions. And so they have this plugin called the Deep Stereo Mixer that could really deliver real-time rendering in this deep stereo format from a normal stereo source. So we can imagine that maybe for podcasters, they could make their podcasts more immersive. For gamers, they could also make their gaming experience more interesting, etc., etc. And what I would also like to add is that apart from this plugin, which maybe touches more on the B2C side for its usage, you can also have the B2B side because they could also directly integrate their technologies into different devices for the different scenarios of uses. So they have their demos too, once again, at the French Pavilion. So you can really hear the difference with their plugin, how the 3D soundscape is created. So be sure to check them out. And the last company that I would like to give a very quick overview about is called Nanomade. What they're doing is a quantum sensor. Also spun off from a research institute in France, based in the southern part of France in Toulouse. And what they're proposing is this deformation sensor that is ultra sensitive. So as you can see, it could be adapted into any shape for any material. So it could be embedded, for example, beneath a metal surface, a wooden surface, a glass surface that would still do its job. And it could really detect force, touch, deformation in a very, very precise way. So what are the markets that could be used, that we could use this type of technology? It could include HMI, so human-machine interaction, using this sensor to detect how we want to control certain devices. For the health monitoring part, we can also use the sensor to, for example, measure the pulses, the different slight deformations of the physical body, so that we can have these physiological signals to be displayed, to be detected, and also for all types of structure deformation detection for infrastructure, for devices, etc. So they have all types of demos, especially the HMI, health monitoring showcases in the pavilion. So once again, welcome to really go and check them out and to see how it really works. I think you'll really be amazed by how precise it is and the different possibilities that it could propose. So enough of me talking with the overview part. So I'm now going to invite the real expert, really from the company, to talk about their subject, which is energy, sustainable energy, with ink-printed organic photovoltaic modules. So let's welcome Mr. Alain Juton, VP Business Development of Dracula Technologies, for a deeper dive or to shed light into what they are proposing and why their technology is so innovative and so interesting for the Taiwanese and for Asian markets. Let's welcome Alain.
Merci, Wen. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alain. I'm with Dracula Technologies, a French manufacturer of photovoltaic cells made of organic materials and manufactured by only inkjet printing. These organic photovoltaic cells, the purpose is really to replace, either to replace batteries or to extend the lifetime of batteries in low power electronic systems. So why should we try to get rid of batteries? There is one first reason. One is that you should know that every day more than 80 million batteries are dropped and thrown away. And these batteries mostly contain a lot of toxic materials, very difficult to recycle, except for some technologies, but most of them are difficult to recycle. And most of these batteries have a very limited lifespan. We speak of 1 to 5 years maximum in most of the cases. So we need to replace them regularly. And to replace these batteries is, of course, a cost. When we speak of B2B business, it's a matter of manpower, and you need to send people replacing these batteries on board of sensors, for instance, and it takes a lot of time and money. And last but not least, these batteries mostly fall under specific regulations. You know that in the EU, from year 2030, there is a directive saying that all electronic systems sold in Europe should get rid of primary batteries. They must use absolutely rechargeable batteries. And in addition, each time you ship or transport lithium-ion batteries, you fall under some specific regulation called UN 38.3, which regulates the transport of dangerous goods. When we speak of energy harvesting, it's very important to differentiate from solar cells, which are optimized for outdoor operation. In our case, our OPV cells are used in indoor environment. And in indoor environment, first of all, you have artificial light, which has very specific wavelengths in the visible range. And secondly, in different locations of a building like this, you have big variations of light level. You might range from a few 10 lux to a few thousand lux. And this is where our OPV are very well optimized. They have been optimized for indoor operation and very low light level. They are able to harvest energy in these conditions. So a summary of the main features of our OPV cells. First of all, as I said, they are able to harvest energy at very low light levels, down to 50 lux. They have a very long lifespan. They are made of organic materials, but they have very long lifespan, more than 10 years. And after 10 years, you still have 80% of the initial power. They are totally eco-friendly. The carbon footprint of this OPV is in the range of 2.8 grams of CO2 per centimeter square, so it's pretty low. And they are fully recyclable. They are RoHS and REACH compliant. But last but not least, they are totally flexible, and we are able to propose quite different design. It's a free shape design. We can make any shape because this is made by inkjet printing, so we can just deposit materials where it is needed. And from an aesthetic point of view, we can customize the finishing layer to make it very easy to integrate in your solution, seamless and sleek. Our company has already an installed production capacity of more than 150 million square centimeters per year. And from next year on, we will increase this capacity up to 1.5 billion square centimeters per year. Just one additional information, our technology is covered by 30 patents worldwide. In terms of applications, we have plenty of indoor applications. First range of application is what we call smart home or smart buildings. A lot of wireless sensors which are used at home or in smart building can be made autonomous, just getting rid of batteries and using harvesting as a source of energy. A second set of applications is all what is around asset tracking, asset monitoring, to geolocate assets, or to track them, or to log data and send them regularly to a hub. And in addition to that, there are many, many different applications like electronic shelf labels for retail store or supermarket, which are driven by Bluetooth. Some remote controls can be also PV cell powered to get rid of batteries again. But also mice, keyboards, headphones can rely on some OPV to get powered. But a lot of different applications in the wearable, smart locks as well, smart sensors, as I mentioned, and even in the medical field, we have plenty of applications. So thank you for your attention. If you need to come and see us, we are just over there in front of the PI stage. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Alain, for the detailed presentation. I think if you are a OEM, ODM maker, a device maker in IoT, in medical devices, really be sure to check them out because it is a great way, of course, to utilize sustainable energy with the integration of their modules for your new products and, of course, for the use of other developing products too. So next up, I would like to invite Dassault Systèmes. Maybe already some of you or most of you know about Dassault Systèmes because they have their 3D experience platform, which is a major platform that helps, that empowers different enterprises to create, to collaborate on different innovations in different ways. So I think it's really interesting for them to be able to tell you today how their platform works and how it really does drive innovation. So joining us today on stage, we have Dr. Ye from Dassault Systèmes for the detailed presentation. Dr. Ye, are you here? Yes, hello. I'll give the microphone to you.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome and good afternoon. I'm happy to be here to introduce our company, Dassault Systèmes. But since my English is not very good, so as you see, I take a teleporter with me, and then it can help me. Yes, and we are a global company with a clear goal. The clear goal is to use science and technology to build a better and more sustainable world. And in the next few slides, I will share with you who we are and what we do and how we help the companies and the people to build up a smarter world. Okay, Dassault Systèmes is a global leader in innovation. We combine art and science and technology for a more sustainable world. And today we have over 23,000 people over the world, and they are working across the 194 sites. And we also service more than 350,000 customers from 12 industries. And over 55 million people use our 3D experience platform over the world. We also have a stronger global network of over 14,000 people. What's our belief? Dassault Systèmes, we believe that virtual world can improve is a real way to improve the real world. And with digital tools, we can test ideas, explore the possibility, and solve a problem before anything is built. I mean that we build up a virtual twin system to predict anything in real world. And our belief in virtual first thinking is helping companies to make a better and smarter world. Sorry. Our journey is begin at 1981, and it's from the 3D design. Do you know, like the CATIA is a CAD tool to maybe you can design everything you want. And over time, we expand into digital markup technology, like the product life cycles management and something simulation. In 2012, we launched the 3D Experience platform, a major step forward in connecting design, simulation, and data management. It's a very important years for us companies. Okay, in 2012, we introduced virtual twin experience for human. Looking ahead to 2014, our ambition is to use virtual twin technology to support a truly sustainable world. Sorry. Okay, we serve 12 major industries, including the transportation, aerospace, life science, high-tech, energy, or some consumer package. So every industry in Taiwan, we all service that. And we also deliver our total software to the 12 brands, like the CATIA, Simulia, and InnoVEX. CATIA is a 3D design software, and the Simulia is do the CAE simulation, like the structure and the signal or the CFD simulation. You can do everything before the real product is built. So we can predict which point will be value at first. And the InnoVEX is our platform's brand. It can help customers to manage their own product, like the product cycle or life cycle of the product. Okay, our 3D experience platform brings everything together, like the design, simulation, collaboration, and data management. In one connect system, team can work together in a real time, test ideas quickly, and make better decisions before everything. This reduces time to market, cut costs, and improve product quality. It is not just a software, it's a new way to imagine and deliver innovations. Okay, if you'd like to learn more about our company, I mean the Dassault Systèmes, we invite you to visit our website on 3ds.com. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ye, for explaining to us how the 3D platform works and how it really contributes the driving of innovation for different companies. So, I mean, it is time to conclude right now. And I would just like to say that if you want to know more about all of the exhibitors at the French Pavilion, of course, first of all, you have to visit the French Pavilion to interact with them, to exchange with them, to test out their demo, to see why they're so interesting in terms of technology. But also, you can scan the QR code because we have the catalog of the French Pavilion with, of course, the contacts, the websites of our exhibitors. You still want to know more about them. And finally, one last thing to add is that if you're an industry professional, if you want to chat and mingle with our French exhibitors in a more relaxed, informal setting, we have the networking cocktail at the French Pavilion tomorrow at 3 p.m. So you're welcome to join us at the time, have some drinks, have some little snacks, and exchange and discover the French technologies that we have to offer. And that is all for today. Thank you once again for your participation, and hopefully we'll see you next year. Thank you.